Ninth question. Discuss accuracy, completeness, consistency, issues, missing timestamp, contradictory natives, mistyped sections. Propose two more quality dimensions relevant to legal analytics. There can be various examples illustrating that the assessment of data quality can depend on intended use of data. Here we just give a few. For accuracy, first consider a recommendation system for online purchase of clothes. When it comes to birth date, the system may only care about which year the user was born so that it can provide the right choices. However, an app in Facebook which makes birthdays a calendar for friends must acquire the exact day on which a user was born to make a credible calendar. For completeness, a product manager may not care much if customers' address information is missing, while a marketing analyst considers address information essential for analysis. For consistency, consider a database manager who is merging two big movie information databases into one. When he decides whether two entries refer to the same movie, he may check the entry's title and release date. Here in either database, the release date must be consistent with the title or there will be annoying problems. But when a user is searching for a movie information just for entertainment using either database, whether the release date is consistent with the title is not so important. A user usually cares more about the movie's content. Other dimensions that can be used to access the quality of data can be taken from the following: timeliness, believability, value added, interpretability, and accessibility. There can, these can be used to access quality with regard to the following factors. Timeliness. Data must be available within a time frame that allows it to be useful for decision making. Believability. Data value must be within the range of possible results in order to be useful for decision making. Value added. Data must provide additional value in terms of information that offsets the cost of collecting and accessing it. Interpretability. Data must not be so complex that the effort to understand the information it provides exceeds the benefit of its analysis. Question 10. For handling missing values in extracted features, discuss approaches, ignore tuples, manual completion, constant fill, mean median mode imputation, class specific imputation, most probable value, model based. The various methods for handling the problem of missing value in data tuples include ignoring the tuple. This usually done when the class label is missing. This method is not very offensive unless the tuple contains several attributes with missing values. It is especially poor when the percentage of missing value per attribute varies considerably. Manually filling the missing value. In general, this approach is time consuming and may not be a reasonable task for large dataset with missing values, especially when the value is to be filled is not easily determined. Using a global constant to fill in the missing value. Replace all missing attribute values by the same constant, such as a label like unknown or minus infinity. If missing value is replaced by an unknown, then the mining program may mistakenly think that they form an interesting concept since they all have value in common, that of unknown. Hence, although this method is simple, it is not recommended. Using a measure of central tendency for the attributes such as mean for symmetric numeric data, the median for asymmetric numeric data, or mode for nominal data. For example, suppose that the average income of all electronic customers is $28,000 and that the data are symmetric. Use the value to replace any missing values for income. Using attribute mean for numeric quantitative value and attribute mode for nominal values for all sample belonging to the same class are as given the tuple. For example, if classifying customers according to credit risk, replace missing values with the average income value for customers in the same credit risk category as that of the given tuple. If the data are numeric and skewed, use the median value, using the most probable value to fill the missing value. This may be determined with regression, inference based tools using Bayesian formalism or decision tree induction. For example, using the other customer attribute in your dataset, you may construct a decision tree to predict the missing value of for income.